Hello and welcome to Chalk Talk. I'm Melody Bonnet. We'd like to begin our show by congratulating our parish teachers of the year. Each year, our school district recognizes 3 teachers in our parish for their outstanding service at the elementary, middle, junior high, and high school levels. This year's Elementary Parish Teacher of the Year is Chantelle O'Mealy, a multi-grade teacher at Woodlake Elementary School. Chantelle believes that her students learn best in an environment where they can explore, discover, question, dialogue, and reflect on their own learning.
Perfect. All right, you can draw a little picture to go with each of those. All right, guys, if you can come to the floor and leave your center stuff there.
Chantelle O'Mealy is really a very special teacher. She's very, very well respected by her peers. The children just love her.
I was very surprised, I have to say, that I was selected even at my school, but then to also be selected at the parish level, I was very honored.
If you go into Chantelle's classroom, what you're going to see is those little first and second grade children working on their own level, being challenged, based on their own strengths and what they need.
You're looking for something with a G, or an O, or an A, Calvin. Multi-Age is a program that involves using children from different ages or different grade levels in one classroom. We do a lot of peer tutoring and group work, small group, whole group, and partners. We have a lot of differentiated instruction going on, not only for academic levels, but also for different learning styles. So it's really important to just kind of have a variety of activities going on here to meet everyone's needs. With the same shape, okay. Look at this little, my philosophy is basically to let the children discover their own learning, let them talk to one another, let them make those connections for themselves, but you need to be there to guide what's going on in the classroom. And it makes so much more of a difference when they can say, aha, I get it. I get why 3 10s is more than 2 10s, or I get why I can add these numbers together so easily in my head better than I could do it on paper, because they've been talking about this and talking about their learning and talking about their understandings and making those connections between one activity and the other.
Miss O'Mealy is at school early every day. She's here late every day. She works so tirelessly to make sure that the kids' needs are met. She just loves what she does. She loves the children. She loves working with her colleagues. Each school in St. Tammany Parish has teacher leaders, and we have them in the areas of math or English language arts, and we have a special ed teacher leader also. And generally we look for someone like Chantelle who has leadership skills and someone that the teachers can identify with, because there they are, with their group of students, and they're dealing with all of the challenges that all the teachers deal with every day. But at the same time, they're helping to make sure that curriculum is going the way it needs to in whatever area that they're working with. Chantelle's been working with us in English language arts, and she's doing a fabulous job.
The teacher leader serves as the expert for that subject in your school. It's kind of the focal point of where teachers know, your colleagues know they can go to for information, or if they have new ideas that they want to share to kind of get out to everybody.
Who's most responsible, and who do you think would do the job the best? A classroom
Teaching first and second grade, it's such a powerful age to have these kids, because this is one of their first experiences with school, and you really want them to leave here loving learning, but also feeling like they're loved as a person and really feeling confident and secure in who they are and what they can do.
The reason that we wanted to make sure that we got Miss O'Mealy is because of her love for teaching and her dedication and just the natural instinct that she has about kids. She's wonderful with them. You'll see.
I'm a product of the St. Tammany Parish school system. I went from Mandeville Elementary all the way through Mandeville High School, so it's really neat to kind of be on the other end of the spectrum now and be able to see, knowing some of the things that I'm doing had a direct effect from the mentors and teachers I had growing up in this parish. So I think that's a wonderful statement for the parish.
Hello, neighbor, what do you say? It's going to be a happy day.
I think the biggest reward is just the kids loving to be here. It really is. Those big smiles on their faces, and knowing that I'm sending them on being confident and secure learners, wanting to continue to learn and love learning.
Michelle Dupuis, who teaches English language arts at Madisonville Junior High, is our Parish Junior High Teacher of the Year. Michelle sees her role in the classroom as that of a facilitator who guides her students in lifelong learning through individualized instruction.
My circle table. The PowerPoint activity will be on the last computer over there. There's no task that she ever says no to, and she's excited about what she does.
So this is really going to be very creative. It's going to take some really higher level thinking. My style of teaching, there's 10 things going on at once, but everybody knows the process. There's a lot of hands-on learning, project-based learning, and everything's geared towards higher order thinking skills so students can express themselves.
If you're in her classroom, it's like a three-ring circus. She offers students a choice in projects and activities at the beginning of the week. The students are very comfortable in the environment. What I like about it is she is facilitating. She does offer the direct instruction. She gets the class and the activities started, and then the children become independent learners. They're either working in cooperative groups or on their own on projects that meet the goals and standards and objectives for the day.
I believe that lifelong learning depends greatly on individualized instruction. In order for students to have an enduring understanding of the true concepts we're trying to teach them, we have to individualize our instruction and make sure we're meeting each individual need.
I really feel like she's a transformational person. She can take an environment and work in an environment with teachers and students and transform our beings and our attitudes and help us to feel and want to learn more. She is a very cooperative, friendly, hardworking, accessible person. She won't turn you down for anything. She's the first person to investigate a new strategy, and she's the first person on the campus that's willing to share that strategy with other people.
One great reward from teaching is knowing that the students have gained the knowledge to move on into the real world. But even more so is knowing that they want to come see me every day. You know, they're eager and excited and look forward to my class, and you can tell by, you know, both their actions and their words. I try so hard to achieve more. You know, I always go to school, keep going to school, take every workshop I possibly can because I want to be the best that I can be, and I think that they see that, and therefore they put forth the effort. The more effort than is just required, you know, and I see that throughout every class.
Well, every time that I enter Michelle's classroom, I always see an area where she has incorporated technology into her instruction comfortably.
I feel that it's really important to integrate technology into the classroom because students have that resource available to them everywhere else in their lives. Teachers need to use technology in the classroom so that they can take it with them into the real world.
She's just been a blessing to have on campus, and she is always upbeat. The way that you see her today is how she always is.
I would just like to thank my peers for nominating me, an awesome administration who's so supportive and kind of inspires me to work harder because I know that they work so hard, and also of the best parish. You know, this parish has brought me to where I am now through all of the in-services and all the training, and you know, I wouldn't have the skills and knowledge that I have, that I'm able to use in the classroom without such a great parish and their support.
Our high school parish teacher of the year is Clara Thornton, who teaches honors math courses at Pearl River High School. Clara's goal as a teacher is to show her students the connection between math and the real world.
Now, do you see that this could resemble a signpost? We're starting. I would like for a student to volunteer to come and walk because I want to show you what we're actually doing today.
To be teacher of the year, you have to have the strong academics, and not only does she work with her kids and get the most difficult concept to be simple to them, but she instills a desire to take higher level math classes.
She will tell you that this is about the kids and it's about what they get out of it, not what we get out of it, and I believe her to be very dedicated to that philosophy.
When I first took her class, I noticed that her teaching style, where she gives you so many examples and she shows you exactly how everything is related to in the practical world of all the math she gives us, it really helps people understand the whole concept of the math instead of just learning how to do the problem.
I try to reach all types of learners. Not everyone learns by my standing up teaching. So if I do activities, then the visual learner, the ones that like to have hands-on activities, this helps them to learn. So I try to incorporate all the different types of learning styles in my teaching.
She's really helped develop our whole math department. She's also very technology rich. She is very enthusiastic about improving her technology skills, not only hers, but the other people in the department.
She also has been very helpful with the rest of us in helping us to know how to get the technology involved in the curriculum.
I want students to see how math relates to the real world, and I want them to be able to use the technology, because when they get out in the world, everything is technology based. Any job that they're going to go into, any profession, they have to know how to use some type of technology. And so I want to give them a touch or a taste of how the technology can be used to do the math work that they do.
Not every student is going to get everything in the same way. Some will get it in an auditory way, some will get it in a visual way, and some students are just hands-on. Those are the ones who are going to learn from applications on the calculator. You can put a calculator in their hand and the calculator will be saying the same thing that the teacher's saying, but for that student, that's the way it clicks. So I think that she's, does what she has to do to make sure that if this student is not hearing it or they're not seeing it, that there's something that she can put in their hands that will make them understand the concept.
We always use the calculators to see how certain functions and certain pieces of math graph and how they look in the real world, and that helps us relate it to everyday life.
Well, the greatest joy in the whole wide world is to look out and see a light bulb come on for a student. So I learned how to incorporate activities and to get down on their level.
She's very enthusiastic in class. She likes to, she's very involved with the math. She cares if her students don't understand it, and all you have to do is tell her, I don't get this or I don't understand, and she'll go back and rework the whole problem for you.
She's there in the center of it and gets along with not only all the math teachers, but all the other teachers and all the other staff. So we're very lucky to have her.
She has a very good rapport with students, which is something that you can see even walking down the hall, that it's like, hey, Ms. Thornton, everybody that she teaches greets her in a very happy, way. I think they sense her dedication to them, and they respond to her accordingly.
This is truly the best school system that I have worked for, and they care more about the teachers and they care where the students learn, and to me that's the most important thing.
Broadcasting is one part of Mandeville High School's dynamic and exciting curriculum where students learn invaluable skills that will assist them in their future careers. Trevor Cassidy, a broadcasting student and one of Channel 13's student interns, has produced this next segment which chronicles the history of MBC, Mandeville Broadcasting Company.
Play club this Friday during Off the Gorgeous. Girls interested in trying out for soccer.
MBC stands for Mandeville Broadcasting Company. It is a culmination of 3 different classes here at Mandeville High School. It is the Broadcasting 1 class, Broadcasting 2, and Radio and Television Production class. A man by the name of Bobby Nelson is the one who started the broadcasting classes here at Mandeville High School. He was here for a few years as a teacher. Then he left to go move on and do other things, and Irma Vetrano and Skip Curtis were the ones that laid the basic foundation for this class. I took over last year, and since then have tried to streamline the course to make it to where each one is a stepping stone to the next. Also, over the summer, me and a few students and some family and friends came in here and completely gutted this whole room that we're working in. It was filled with desks everywhere and half working computers, and we came through and streamlined that as well, put new carpet in, put a new air conditioner in, built the shelves, built the cabinets, brought in a computer through ties with Southeastern Louisiana University. We brought a computer in for a radio station that we're trying to set up. In Broadcasting 1, I teach them the basics of radio, of audio capturing and editing. I teach them the basics of video capturing and editing, how to do transitions and things like that. And then they learn the history, where it all came from, how each of the pieces work from the builder's perspective, how a microphone works, what's the process of it all. After that, they go into broadcasting 2, which is when they start putting it all together. They know how to use all the stuff, but they don't know how to use it as a team. And that's what broadcasting 2 is all about. It is the newscast. It is probably the most essential element that I have through the courses. It's hands-on working environment. You come in, you're doing the stuff automatically right off the bat. You're running a teleprompting unit, which is allowing the anchors that are up on the stage to look directly at the camera, where it doesn't look like they're reading. But they have to have someone who edits that, a teleprompter who actually runs the teleprompter unit. We have cameraman, people that set up the cameras, audio people, and an editor who sits there and puts it all together at the end. We also have a producer who is in charge of the whole thing.
I've been involved in the broadcasting program here at Mandeville for about 2 years now. We come in every morning and we get all the stuff together, the cameras, the lights, all that good stuff to do the news.
I like the announcements first hour because it gives them time to settle in and focus on the news and hear the things that are going on this week for the kids. The announcements over the intercom are not as effective, in my opinion, for the students. They're more intrigued, I think, and paying more attention to the news. They remember more information. Well, didn't you see that the lunch was this on the screen? The newscasts look professional to me. It's very smooth. Feels like I'm watching the news when I miss the news in the morning.
It has to be done. It has to be done in an efficient manner. If not, it doesn't roll.
The junior high, I was the main editor. I just sort of have good overall experience, which has helped me do it sophomore year. You get to do video editing. I think that's pretty cool. And you get to make something that the whole school sees. But it's also just the team aspect, having to get things from different people and just put the whole thing together, knowing that everyone's counting on me to do a good job.
Also in that class, they're broken up into smaller bureau sets where they go and research for little pieces that they're going to put together. And after they've compiled them, they all run on the news. And then after they get through the whole teamwork process and they know how to run all the stuff and do it all together, then they get I guess it's the bonus class, which is the radio and television production class. In that class, we're making movies, they're making little skits, they're creating audio files for radio shows, things like that. It's more of an interesting, creative arena for them to experiment in it. Most other classes, a student is an individual. Here we're a family. They're learning how to work in the job market.
I actually want to be a news reporter because of this class. It's actually shown me how exciting it is, and it's really fun. We aren't just learning how to actually do the news, we actually are doing it. So next year I plan to attend college, and I'm going for a major in broadcast journalism.
They're coming in here, they're working as a team. They're learning how to work in the job market. Doing the actual job that they might be doing in broadcasting.
Donations and offers to help are still coming into our school district after the wake of Hurricane Katrina. One such offer was from a group of high school students from Colorado. Not only did they bring donations, but they offered an even bigger gift, themselves. This special group of students gave up their winter break to travel to Abney Elementary School in Slidell to offer not only their labor, but their positive attitudes and smiles to help brighten up this campus.
All right, easy. Oh, mother. Daniel's in. Swing a little bit. Step.
We have almost 30 people here.
It wasn't really a can I go to Louisiana, it was just I'm going.
Pretty much from the get-go, I decided that I wanted to be on this trip.
To get together with a group of students and come down here and help do something for other people and be able to help someone else.
They have energy, so it kind of rubs off on us.
swing a little bit.
Don't step in a hole.
Okay, let's set her down.
All right,
set her down. Slowly.
These students have come in, they're agreeable to do anything, and their main focus is to help do things to make the school better for our students.
When they came, they stepped off the bus ready to work, and they were like, what do we do? And as soon as they got here, they started painting, they came out in the playground, they started raking, they started bagging leaves, just trying to do whatever they could to make the school look like home for the kids.
Mr. Hills just assigned us for a classroom to paint this classroom, and the teacher wanted it a little bit creative, so we go walk in there and there's still shelves up with books and stuff, and so we thought we'd do little red accents on the shelves just to make it a really bright place for the kids.
There was this playground set purple and yellow, and it was kind of down in the hole, and we pulled it out. It had just been blown over, and it looked like they were just about ready to pour the concrete for it when the hurricane happened. So we pulled the set out of the holes, and then today we've been trying to get it back up and running so that then the kids can have another thing to play on.
We gathered all the computer equipment that we could find, and they took the pieces, they took printers, they took the CPUs, they took the monitors, they found all the cords that they would need, any wires they would need. They would find them, and they would build a computer, completely working system for the classroom teachers.
We've been painting the copy room, we've been painting the playground equipment, we've been painting portables, we've been painting classrooms.
A lot of school supplies were donated to the school, and we've been going through and doing inventory and seeing just what was donated so we can get it out to the students.
They're living in tents in Abney's gym. So our gym has become basically, I guess, like an Abney tent city. It's really awesome to go back there. They're a very self-sufficient group.
I'm going to take away a whole new sense of what a hurricane can do, first of all.
We're missing break, but this is much more important, and humanity kind of has a responsibility to help those when something like this has happened.
You look around and you think about each story of the person that you see and just wonder what they went through, and it's just been a totally new experience for me, but definitely something that's marked me.
Service is such a big thing at our school, and this is just such a good way to back that up.
I'm going to go back with a heart of thankfulness, thinking, wow, this can really happen. It's not just in storybooks and movies. It's amazing.
Things are going to come back like they were, and they may come back better. We're hoping it'll be better.
We love you, Abney Elementary!
Thanks for watching this edition of Chalk Talk. For information about our broadcasting schedule, please go to our school board website at www.stpsb.org. Follow the link to Channel 13. Join us now for the sights and sounds of the Mandeville High School Girls Volleyball District Champs as they play an exhibition game against some fellow athletes. Although they tried hard, these boys were no match for these talented and dynamite girls who slammed, blocked, and spiked their way to the district championship.